Amansan Ntie. 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 Amansan Ntie.
Good morning to you, good people of Ghana. Good morning to you, the entire globe, watching us live on Kessben TV, on YouTube, and on Kessben FM. And Opayamo Machiana, Amansan Ntie Mpani, Fajin Jumedi, and de Brewono. Within the Omanhene Yaw do Boakye, Matene Jam Minima Beja for Betnasi. Nia Shen Sem Numusan, Yesitia, Yatutuna Basane Serena, Futia Womuno, Yadia Bremo. And I'm planning for Tanasia and Comodiano Nyasa Yakanake. We prefer solutions to the issues. The penny for Fasonomo the two anamona or manable tumpona conenim. Okay, and now obedina with that. We a ukuna was saying can't tell the years one tonno. Mrs. Lovia Sapon. Ukunu at the Kwabna Sapon or US. O Kessben Kessben and Opebia was 600 way dear. Remain blessed, dear. Paso do pa anti o do picture crab say ye launch o ma wi ase hu se ne dofo prekope no. So love your Sapon. Your husband Kwabna Sapon from USA says happy birthday to you. To you. Ah, you're blessed, my dear. So Anna, wait dear, Mammy and go Kumasi Namin Koma. Aye na na ma poma ya kokese na no pe ya wo kra ne kunu ni mpon na de nyina ne dofo prekope dadi mosa wo kra na chikra ya mabusia ne nyina ya ko aye no beba so wo aye cultural center Bantama cultural center enti yenche ne so sana minu aba Julie KM estate managers wono so de ma me ne wo fa nyina ne wo kra o machi wo Santase himan Entino enya grokra Julie oni SK any attacker oni apani make us say omuni apani oba so fridge ma anya gro afi we dey abusia no say Julie ne abusia money atete no so chedi ampon hyemoden no moamo wo som kumasiman KMA estate managers kejeti ansa ye tete ya yi ahye nyina odi muntintiman pa Minim said Nedium Secretary for ye no. Obeji aboso. Nyame nka ho. Na onhyamodin. Na ewie monte si amomachi nsu atop papa wokumase. Ojidi say ewie mbeti ama ye na osem ye matima ye. Na na ma woni style oba pani kwaku. Ma mo nyina ya akọ. Nyame nka mo ho. Okay, Yankoyanim. And I'm a pay your son, Yamabi, Eddie Kine, creating Create young entrepreneurs. Government payroll is full. Finance minister tells graduates. And some are doing politics with it. Ebimo ayana manyosem. Asama papa ne kan no ayano kre ananya no kre. Na e wasen ko kan politically. Wasen ko kan sa. No. Politics ne woni musa. Oya technocrat no kan asem said ye titie. Ana said de hu sunsuaso e ma mabunu no ene se e no kre. Say aban no timi create enough space bio emfa mabunu.
Kessben.
It was create entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs. Government payroll no there. I am man. The atosumienu fuel price hike. What are the implications on the economy? The atosumiensa President Akufo-Addo's radio interview and matters arising. Yay, ya lawyer fue ya umpeso omuko 499. The gang of 499. Me no kase wamo SU. General Legal Council. Any Ghana Law School. Ediaba sem enomoka. Na mamin kan kitwe bi. Na yenhunu baby a yede ne poma sibre ko. A lawyer for the omo church omo nsem sa no ankan a. No ahwe no akonya asem. We say in the Superior Court of Judicature. In the High Court of Justice Human Rights Division, Accra, AD 2021. In the matter of an application under Article 33 of the Constitution 1992 of the Republic of Ghana and Order 67 of CI 47, and in the matter of an application by Daniel Saki and 142 others for the enforcement of their fundamental human rights. 1. Daniel Saki and 142 others attached House number BH11 applicant. Okay, versus General Legal Council, first respondent, and Law School premises Accra, and the second respondent, Attorney General and Chambers, Attorney General's Chambers Ministries Accra. Komesi womo. Na womo sem NSA. Eddie Kine. I mean Tombo na me shadi anytime. Okay. I mean Tomboye. I'm here now. 1. That I am the deponent herein and one of the applicants herein after. We just one more deal. That I have the consent of the applicant to depose when a lawyer no and or no true way. The content of which are within my knowledge unless otherwise stated. And what was those that at the hearing of the applicants, under Article 33 of the Constitution 1992 to be filed against the respondent at the High Court to enforce our fundamental human rights, that we are compelled to mount the instant application to curb the imminent irreparable damage that will be done to if this honorable court does not step in to curb it pending the final determination of the matter. That the irreparable damage is that the first respondent is about to start the 2021-2022 academic year with our colleagues candidate we sat the Ghana School of Law entrance exam with, but has denied us admission, although we passed the exams. That the first respondent is a body that courts have consistently made orders against any time they err, as shown by a number of court decisions over the decades. That the grounds for the substantive human rights action under the 33 of the Constitution as follows: the violation of Article 23 and 25, 17 of the Constitution, and the 2 Wednesday unreasonableness and the breach of legitimate expectation as expatiated upon in the paragraphs that follow. Because I can say be free high court the next day. I wish I will give it to them now unisona for their perusal. Let me welcome Mr. Benjamin Arthur. Ben, a bomb to say. Bibia boko. Bajo twe microphone ni be ona.
Anyame adom ne Mompaibo.
Okay.
Bibia boko.
Okay. Mr. Benjamin Alta is a civil engineer, security and labor expert, and
many more.
And many more. My brand TV, Omo show, and I have body. Omo boy did not boy, and I'm saying many more. To us, our teachers are many more. Dr. Ben Samauto, I'm to say,
I don't want to
get about senior lecturer UPSA. I'm a pay, yeah, share and some not yet kind. Finance Minister, Ghana, or how near money can see a pa. We are sitting on a time bomb. I am Mabura Chuma. The Finance Minister Kasai, yes, springboard for Uncle Diemu. Now, name Mabuno University for Kasa. Then I'll catch you almost or several more. Government payroll na ayema. Then universal knowledge means you have that knowledge to open up, create young entrepreneurs. The government payroll na money that's one of pay you media. Or say it's already full. If you imagine a nurse bonnie, if you must one kasa ye. I buy no ban 2016 or more ban or man kasa government payroll by year 2021 T or phobia. I don't know what to mean kasa. He should go ahead and create jobs for Ghanaian youth. Other than that, he has failed them. Benata, Mammy says if you for same way, you be called the actors also, Mammy.
You me that say, Krasini Bab in your Quenya Betra, TV so church for you. I no pay. Mamma many number was antimampoachi. Minia can a J to 4 ne Ebenezer to 4. I mean, one of 4 minutes to 4 ne a willow ne or bang. I need the money or more canina, Michacha, or Muna, or Mudia himself almost around pa. Almost feeding the Hayana.
Mampon generally, who call Mampon. One money at
come my hot out to music. TV no, I said,
your penny back.
I said, you've been here, CBM.
I said out to the Mr. Kessben of Amaquata, meaning so, you know.
Oh, yes, Shell.
Your friend who Muda.
I am Mamentia, no, so maybe I'm a bar, no, or friend, may say, okay, coffee. I'm a hero when I'm see you. Quite cheap.
Oh, yes,
Mechacha, Pampofoina, na Yura. Can oforiata ne kasa no nipa bebre nim bebia ne kasa no efiri eno na they have given it various interpretations say meme de ko menyansa ne mentete ne niye mu a obeye obi a oba bonten be ka kire o say kwadwo me enkoto ka na kire say wasiesie ni ho asie me hwe ne kasa mu a saa no otie o ka kire o se kwasi yen kope fufuo ndi bia na wa hya abayo bi wa afikire bi se onwo fufuo nsim ho enti mo kokra na mo kɔ na mo se o ene choba we anwo bi mpa o se ne yen kɔ ya amansa ho na che se onim ba bi a ade no na a lot of people ya na news ni ba o mo ntantie enkwakire already no government I procure almost 300 million projects from World Bank. A job and skills project. Meaning so what that? Yeah. Job and skills project, you know. One of the components a woman say, Ghana who say there is a job to skills mismatch. And you know, we have to bridge that gap.
Okay.
See per se.
Okay, job and skill mismatch.
And they say, yeah, titi, ye ma, ana nkrofo, say, in San Jumani University near Dina, no, yeah, titi womo. Ye betiti ni be na obeba bontino. Now opportunities are bontino, and then they no match. In this system, I mean, say we have a lot of skills deficit in building construction finishes.
Enti komo on
so also per tilers is here obefre na okuta be say 5 other jobs o baby who probi or you POP okuta what I say even world class painters kra no o pe bia obre
me mo atraso na kire say adwuma wo ho
adwuma bi wo ho
enso so adwuma bi wo ho enso so nindia ye university for ye tete o mama koye sa adwuma no omunni
sa
enti wotifie nenso so ebi anka o ye Tyler obetima anya adwuma ye simple
sa
but university ni no o ke ka kire say onko sua Tyler na o eye ne se wo bu na nimtia
dabi because university for me I did civil engineering and now we are now here adwuma enye all that you learnt you know na obetumi anya opportunity to practice here so good in all the fields oh eto da bia car keto akra ya yetimu no obekọ ba bi ni na obi ye ho sprayer obi ye upholstery wo ho the same car keto na obi ye condition guy obi ye ho tie obi ye electrician what I say ene won kro no ba in fact na sekra no obi ye welder no kra wo mu ahodo obaye oil and gas field obi obetumi aye underwater welding. How many Ghanaians? Until most of the people no onfi Iraq ofi Vietnam abi obey Nigeria ni and say some of these African
South
countries
African
any Libya ni ade. Until job and skills mismatch no and aban hu say ho no ya fele gap na ebe hadwi nti as we speak now no, the project is being implemented. It's about a few months take off into preparatory works in the procurement in the home chronobano and no more into one of the modules no so ne say omo boa na unyantete na this time no you are not going with the certificate now or kokeke into as I speak no obi obetumi Google job and skills World Bank project on the website class our into at the end of the day no when you pass out from the TVET institution you are not just coming out with a certificate you are also going to get basic equipment to let you establish because you who's a TVET training no baby na teach man no into what sisi ano MVTI ni ade ni nyina no they don't exist on their own under Ministry of Employment. Sisi ana me no kasa no ye do omko Ministry of Education ate TVET service to send your GES wo ho no se be ya ye be mainstream TVET no into our educational curriculum but we want a supervisory body into sisi am no kasa wo TVET service to say GES wo ho
education service
mami ana ono na da MVT ano no ono na omakwa director general omo ya se be ya will be able to change curriculum na nipa no ko na oba enti one of the key things aban no so asaje atum say dabi se o pese o create jobs already no Ghana is about 90% informal sector 10% na ye formal sector no kra no aban chefa what 10% mu kra no enuru 5 enti se no krepa no ka kire Ghana for no enti se wo kowie school na wadwen ye wo se aban dwuma nkwa na wo pa kai hu se just about 5% of all employed persons adwesu na wo ko competition wo ho no enti very very narrow I had to say yesu ano we are some conference we are some conference and there be say 10 boys from school we are so we me nu pe me ko to corona ko yeketo abi enti apre no enti the best approach and na waka no na e cascading effect say me kura there na nka madwem say the next level be no we should bring the one district one factory down to cottage industries where a family can own some small machine and be manufacturing something and no e will cascading effect more into entrepreneurship no obetumi aboa na obi enya entity a relevant in our economy no enya ne fa ahudie kakra no watumi afa baaku mienu aka no ho no no bema yakwachire more than say ye be mo wo ntete ya wo mu wia jise obi amfa na dwuma ma oni hwe da bia me kase se watumi akọ university no wawie now you don't want to do some work for yourself na shushan boy be a JHS kura wanwie na ofani konkon no nam na okoba na obetumi afidi wa oye better education and no one say wabo degree, wabo masters, wabo doctorate. You have to be educated for relevance in our society. Until the time has come. Now I'm glad say Abai has understood the segmentation. Until what we have STEM schools in science, technology, education and mathematics. Yeah. And no eba. That is the way forward. Here, your universities be ha. Yeah, accreditation na ye de ma womo no. And na ma womo to me. And na womo to me training crofo the brain. But the time has come so buying sabam. Not to control the academic freedom, but in terms of regulation, accreditation.
And relevance.
Yeah, very, 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 very important. You know, maybe now we come middle school arithmetics. Now we have 4 subjects: geography, history, English, arithmetics. Asa, because they were being trained to do clerical works. One person who further no, or young do secondary school or try A level or university. So time no, we middle school for cratch. But the equivalent of middle school is JHS. JHS syllabus crack ni mu bebre chain middle school. But we are into papa crown to me for cratch. We JHS wow papa crown to me for cratch. This is what we invest. Idea e bebo se be ya. Obia betumi enya bibia obe but your subject bi wa wokoya. Sa nimdie na wo no. Ye se fa koye entrepreneur obebre. Inti mese the sector minister say all can we nso no omomodin na ne the minister for employment so ninkita ho pa aye because he course bi a okoya oba ye say fasa nimdie no koye wa adwuma edin say we betimi me bra pani bi o ya accounting o chata wi a o ye self employed onya bie ni small chamber bi obetumi akọdete ye opa obetumi atena fie na the computer wo de ye wadwuma nyina afe no so mani nya be say just 4 companies a ono no obeye wo mo auditor ni fees obetumi age no e chense wo wakogina classroom na wa kira de be say 2-3 years. You will pay like the bomo no just 4 good companies no the 2 money fees in kwa obegino or travel enti your specific professions be and no we must focus on that and make sure say you be attract your mofra no na wo mani akwa gisa de no and no na ya na mistre say abai kura pay structure you betumi skill no with our market premium say we say who go school we nim say sa course we dey me koye na me ba the and what can dey we
ade ba ko ni akoba to say
it is if I can conclude that our project no abai dey aba na wo ho the last one na kama me kwam the best so no say entrepreneurship side no abai say ama MBSSI eye ene Ghana Enterprises Agency as am mo musika one day in fact when you Google ubehu mo musika said they should look for young entrepreneurs, people who are ready to be entrepreneurs, and give them soft loans, some of them assistance, some of them in the form of technical assistance, if you have business assistance, these are loan
here machines
sir na more system no more the micro they can support them to expand and absorb others. So they have business plans and also no. So until we hear the 300 million now, MBSS is for what the chunk of the money to give to young people. Until finance minister can or pure margin or prepare womo to send your basian kodi fufu no develop appetite no. So what I say or prepare one because that program is going to roll out.
Here you are. So same way or can no. Akoye enchinu ahyew say aban no teso no omo ba omo ankasa omo nya adwuma na say ene ekufu ado amemo no nya krado so obemo fa obi adwuma de ntia mekani wo kasa mu no abrantie na baba wa enya admission wo whether University of Ghana KNUST most of them don't care which course on the end say yeso onkoye bia history political science yeso onko ye wo e kwan ya obefa so obenya kwan wura ho because tena fia ye be ka se wanko bi but just to make sure no in this case no what can say relevance ye wo TVET ya ho kan e bi e be kire obi tiling obetimi pass out a wie TVET tiling within a year obi wa ko school akusua all kind of courses obeba na sa nipa no wo sika ma ne ho atono na university ni no da so enam no or demonstration see am na adwuma nya ni ade so ade asem na wo ka kire mabuno mu tie ya no pay on the issue because bakasa ha no we prefer solutions than problem ne ba ye kind of sa na ye jam na watra courses omo ye wo school no de asem na wo ka kire aban Ministry of Education any a mebru no so omo ko manima any awofo no so a omo de omo ma ko school no e ko tue sika no ade ko na de ba na ko sua no wo ko sua betena fie dia na ne ne mfaso be dia asem na
let me be very technical with awofo ne omo a ko school no any omo e be ko school no because it's technical because without the technicalities no ontima see number 1 Ghana Statistical Service a survey 2015 labor force survey a chere nipa ye population no 67.9% of Ghana population no ye employed persons. Now my segregation of the employed persons no
it's a much change
professionals ni we mu ni ade no utumu say we share the average earning ni ade na mere professionals once and human no to a very large extent are many miles ahead. Enti ubetimi aye civil servant a director na obi a ye mesi ni onya adwuma papa bi no odi kasi ni dan dada but e bia the way your income no ba at a regular interval no na enkrofo bi suru ho enu nti na ya na they don't want to venture into that me mafutuo ni say Ghana ha no we need more of vocational and technical education and no na be move forward and no na the type of thinking na obi hu dua o se ma me nko sensene na me mfa nya toothpick so o ti ase eno no ye number 1 and science innovation no so e wo ho enti o se yetumi mainstream education no in such a way say wo fa se wo ko technical school a ye nkoto ajeje mu at the university level and ma wo fo ne bebre empese o mo do o mo makọ no e wo se ye se we TVET line or so to me yet TVET course copying time or person obo PhD wo mu Ghana obo to me abo but nipa no ko TVET no wa ye bibia wie no o san ko university bi onam ko ka kire ni say ono ne de no eni ho a e ha adwen ade ba ko nso a already na ba e ho nhwehwe but mesre say the rolling out of the project no must be a bit quicker than expected and they say baby e de nkwara na nkasa efri eba no e ho na problem ni nyina efri
that's a
foundation no akwara bi wo ha me da so kira de obi wo ha wo kire na de no ordinary hwe ade na wo da ne ho a wo beba na ordinary nsa eye obi nso wo ha ordinary so tie ekoni tirimu a aka obi so okenkan a ekona dwenimu a aka but ye de wo nyina bom na yesi we wa bon akwara o ne maame atena ne papa atena mfie mienu a otumi ka wo mo kasa wo mo kane bi a obi amfa book mmeto ho ntwroye a wo mo buba at the age of 10 no I started buba ni bi you can never say akwara ne nye clever
wa bon
omoye but the type of ade e pesa akwara no chinchin a onsua no e ho na afoso and the idea browning nkate ani atadwe nyina ye de egu pan ba ko mu say ye echi wonu say wo chi browning nkate abomu ani atadwe a ebi bin ejabi depending on the temperature e ho na migidi say a mistake no if you are utum say Ministry of Education
minister we edwuma kase pa
utum say e ho dwuma no e kwa animu e ho na e be sere say omo nhemu kana because e very 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 good sir technical universities na we must start offer humanities ni ade no e wo see etwam kra
because
I will see etwam kra because laboratories na wo ni ade ni nyina no
say ben ukọ ka universities ya University Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
I like the way our body is stressed.
I can tell you, say, humanities does about 90%.
Oh, sure.
MBA ni one administration no. Say students now no does about 90%.
Okay, Uti.
It defeats even the name of the school.
Co district. Every district needs an architect. Every district needs a civil engineer. But I can tell you, maybe apart from the metropolitan assemblies, 1 or 2 municipalities, the rest will be a friend of district engineer. Obi a friend of district engineer. No, Obekono na onye engineer nkasa a position title na ye diamano. So what you say? Every district needs a lawyer. And to say, just our district in public sector administration, there's a lack. There's a lack. Oh, Oba, your patient to doctor ratio, a from cra. Nurses, a from cra. But what they are about career science, nurse and any new one. Oh, some motivation biba. Into our phone tie. Na nyesa akwara ni so okọ university no ni se no okọ ade ba kon so a megidi se o se etumi reform our public sector recruitment eba no civil service is a generalist who is hired into, for example, it does not matter what you did when you get enrolled in the civil service, then they post you into ABOB or her and call technical abilities in a certain field. But if public sector employment so share the technical people no so a who says me pese me join the civil service me call department of factories inspectorate me in charge of occupational health and safety near there me pese me call enye say makoye theater na ya post me call you say be my science my engineering and sana the makoho. See na people will begin to look for opportunity. Who said these days, you know, who come Nkrumah and Tema upon your idea? Obi kasa oko university se nipa 10 e ba ya ubebisa womo no. Na emu be se nwotwe na nkunu womo ye education because womo say ho no opportunity o ha e checheche se dey aban e be pursue. Ube hu na obetumi akoye course because in nursing training. Because you see, I know so a degree because even as we cry, say others don't have opportunities, you know. There are opportunities for others. And we have to skill private universities, you know. You best say a bias here, woman Emma accreditation is a embrace say we skew the accreditation towards what our economy needs. And only idea. Thank you very much.
Ben Jamin Atta, Santema Foundation, I'm Dr. Mauto. I remember I won't change. But yeah, what does you call at the ceremony? Young entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Ghana government payroll. I buy for to some for say I am man. Into graduates. And I want my preamble. Watch church and men my buy any swadi no person the man. But are the graduates ready to have their own jobs, to start their own businesses? Amansan Ntie.
All right, ready, Mr. Metchobia. Many abema, Mr. Wakasa come up, and then a bit chebush and funina, and a noun funina. Now, I say, the audition, you know, Minister Ekasaya, I say, I buy payroll, yama. We will be saying Ukraine now. What are the implications? Near Samba entrepreneurs. From where we sit, and then if you want to analyze our books very well, a buying period, a match. When we say buying period, they be idea acquire IMF. And whenever we go for IMF program, like I said, for the next 3 years, you don't need to employ
net freeze of employment.
Freeze employment. And I don't know, sir, and you do hope you man. But Usha figures now, they are alarming. So we share the economic review Media Economic Review, yeah. A buying payroll nkwagi more than 51% of Sika revenue yeah generated for the first 6 months of the year. A buying payroll nkwa. Like it is more than 50% of the total revenue I generated for the first 6 months. A year too much, 51, 51 points, so 52%. Would they compare your contemporaries? Sir? Too much. And if you want to look at expenditure analysis of fiscal performance, over 50% too much for every government. And match. Now, if you want to be related to the proportion of the total expenditure now, and also over 30%.
Yes,
too much.
We'll do 80.
Like too much. So I think we need to face reality. Say indeed, baby, I do know entrepreneurship there. I was say, oh no, Nanka Osha, me, the issue of unemployment, and I have a position on unemployment. Maybe it can't happen. A mindset. Uka said, we don't pay me yeah. Then said, baby, I know umpe. So that's it. A mindset.
And there are people like that.
That is the issue of unemployment. And I've told myself I can never be unemployed. To be frank with you, I can't imagine, and I've never been unemployed before. I can't imagine to be unemployed. Am I in ene because I said ene say ebani said nyeme nyina say na say me got him. Na me de hwe me ma. Me Ghana youth of today, how many of them are willing to do this? And today bia na wono like ene bibia ba Ghana I say if no the spirit of entitlement. They be because the same way. We are too much entitled. Say it is ours. It must be given to us. These are things we have to tell the youth. That it is not like that. I want to now try and link our conversation to history because history is very, very important. They don't know, they must know. Unemployment is an issue. It's a issue. Nanka sa entrepreneurship aye na a culture. Se nanka additionano se opeso marketer. Kuma me no papa do beko obi a oton ade. Wako hye na se. Na wa kyerɛw de we ton ade. Yeah, it is marketing enye new or Ghana. Accounting enye new or Ghana. But eneno akwai say like you are developing into courses. Ya kyerɛw ama obesua. So what I said. And in share the theory of entrepreneurship, there are two facets here. We have the entrepreneurial mindset and the entrepreneurial skill. There are two.
Okay.
As an accountant, trained to become an accountant. Obi wanuma wachata papa say as an accountant wachata unya license o share unhia enekra Ghana kra de unhia physical shop o car boot to cry your office o come your office because we register a company o location o fee anywhere you can work na obi won wachata na so o train so be employee no. There are several qualified chartered accountants among them amo page man entrepreneurial mindset ni ho even though our skill no but our train am obi employee no. Now obi so no man our mindset no but this skill no. And that is where the issue of the skill and then job gap no comes in.
Okay.
So that's it. And this is what we need to resolve as a country. Now, why are we where we are today? To the extent saying your Association of Graduate Unemployed or I'm saying unemployed
graduates omaguno.
Oh, okay. I mean there are the so you share other amaya on say entrepreneurship no is part of their structure. Uko Israel entrepreneurship is part of their structure. Now I try to divert a bit from the West to go to the Middle East, to go to the Arabians. One also started a generation of youth. One are instilling self-reliance on them because they've been where we are today. On the Arab Spring, what cost it? The unemployment, it cost it. Emma Obikra Transino, what brought the whole Arab Spring? Say Oshepa say oil or no nejuma. Na abai yine free road no. And now the petrol good in so matches. And the first spirit of desperation, he has nothing. He has lost his livelihood, his humanity. Like, wow, we're losing the beer, and that is what caused just an action by woman. Yeah. And Ukuma, unemployment in some of the countries in the Arab world was like 60%, 50%, like it was so high. And then what are they doing? Arab Spring has taught them a lesson. Says self-reliance is the issue. Thank you. Oko Israel say said the youth are so much into entrepreneurship. They want to do things on their own. They develop their own apps. They sell it themselves. That is the spirit. It's a statement from the campus. It was all about entrepreneurship. You don't need people to employ you. And the truth is that Abai cannot employ everyone in this country. So we need to change the mindsets and acquire the skill and blend the two. Mindsets. Thank you. You know you can't survive on one job in the West. And you know mama kwa bruche be catch us say Ghana de yenyawo.
Ntimi nya adwuma ba.
Ko sra onua e wa bruche
be miensa.
No so the answer ba ko kaka. Oye
miensa de migusu a me ye ne den mi njai ba kokora.
Debbie, you can't tell me say Juma weapon or you. I mean, you can't tell me this.
So for also come.
You can't. No, you can't tell me this. And this is what the youth must know. It's part of the solution. You see, you cannot be rich overnight. And it's same because Sakawa. And also the tell me the number of hours you can spend with him. Offering Nejuma Kasa Oyena, or poor taxi driver. And yes, obi restaurant.
Cleaning.
And one sorry time minim say maybe one sorry time obefi numera maybe 30 minutes or was don't be because rent a chain
bills a chain
one ya
gas bill,
thank you,
electricity, water.
But ye youth pamper one do. We are over pampering them, and it has built a spirit of entitlement in them. So what must say? Now, how do we resolve the issue? We must start somewhere, and I'm so happy. Say we are now talking about TVETs, vocational skills. What made Germany today is vocational skills, technical skills. That is why, and who can say, Nanka, we are carpenter here. I mean, I'm a carpenter, and one of my futuristic professions. Once I hear me free no, voter region there. It was be a carpenter.
So sorry for cutting you. In fact, we share the unemployment rate of voter form, and a northern region, and so the unemployment rate so form. Because of agriculture and then vote so technical and agriculture no nti se figures no ha if one day we have the opportunity of showing the field obe hu say your specific areas bi ha unemployment levels no e wo from urban centers no tisa Accra no
nego ocho. Okay.
I mean it's now links into that argument. Because say OPK maybe I me free say carpentry is one of our profession.
You can have PhD in carpentry.
We have an education system. It is so difficult. Say obey me starting from the beginning to the end. What I say? Any the means of instruction. And yet skill be an here sell the brofunya certificate. That is the failure, one of the failures of the polytechnics. Nanka obia ye establish you say branebe technical skills. You need to identify your market. Who are your markets? They are unskilled people. So what do? You influence society by engaging your target market. Now, obia we sunya mechanic, like as a roadside mechanic, they wear a sparking engine, they wear a dismantle engine, as an assemble engine through a certain language. Now we see overnight, you know, on English. Now, we have a certificate. We couldn't develop anything that is customized to our language. And the polytechnics has died out. Now, that's a new way still. And some of the best mechanics we have in the Omewuko. So academia itself couldn't learn from them. Me so mean you know, na me papa work mechanic pia. Na onyebe fie say bam. Me papa no. Then obey and we been once in a while. We're training croffosa even po only hona ni boys cry e buy a ho ebeye. This is skill unye biom.
So nipa bi say. Nanka bia technical university.
Thank you.
I employ no.
Thank you.
Na omo aye kire omo mechanical engineering no. Where omo workshop no. Say nipa no. Or a lecturer wo ho aba.
Ubi ama me say wasem.
Nanso so.
Omai ma me bisa. Me sent we bisa e bebre. Me benata mati school. I kire boxing. Why na me mfa no be lecturer o.
Tell us of a boxer.
Oh, free Ghana ha. Okay, yes, me pe obi obaba no abekire me mofra how to box. Lecture no me kofa na.
Nkobuku mo e be nya buku.
Aha. So o can no. O say me nko bukum. You are only giving me a location that has a cluster of them. You have not told me their qualification yet. We kire wo say me corner nipa ni ye illiterate. Illiterate as in technically speaking, no, you knew you will be a say a friend illiterate, but because of your Ghana balance, you know,
yes,
because yes, because old draw symbol honor you will be no to make in Kenya. That is also reading.
That's right.
Until when we say ability to read and write, now we need be away illiterate. I don't know, it's not technical because old draw the row have me say the row, so I can read. But you can't illiterate say be a formal education.
Yeah.
Now only boxing no. Ne be a wagidi kura o hote say Azuma Nelson. Na makofa na beji na say on mechire boxing wo university a. Afi na ba ka chere me say oni PhD. Oni masters ni ade. Enti e ba no TV side ade ba kwa me nua e chire mu o ha sisu no na me shemu kana. Ade ba kwa teach ma. We are looking for people who can speak the big English and this and that instead of the skill.
That is it.
And that
is the gap. Look, polytechnics are failing. Technical universities are bound to fail. Technical universities are bound to fail. I'm telling you. Until say they will identify their target. Let's do an introspection of what they are doing now. Humanities was not the reason why they established these polytechnics and technical universities. It is an avenue, roadmapper, with a vocation, technical. You use it at the tertiary level. They should have developed PhDs in those areas. And then they have to also design the means of instruction, not only English. Because you don't need English. You know, by now,
so be a car.
Look, say young Papa Kantanka. Somebody should tell me his educational level. No, somebody to tell me.
Now Bill Gates.
Bill Gates education, yeah. And it is all about the skill and the passion for the job. And abide the NSA about developing all these areas to get people to fit into it. Now, if you are buying SWA, now, they be pointing the fingers at a buying. But the major problem your families and your societies. Eja, how do we regard skill-based professionals? Yembuon. And to be a person in Baba carpenter. But I also say because you can't be unemployed. I couldn't see here. Within the shortest possible time, a baby, you be no abubuama. You don't need like I mean I don't know whether you have seen it before, but me who carpenter near what time it toos it's in a pampas who say CV you can pay Juma pay. Me who mason beer or say my what trust CV me who be that say me pay Juma they are in high demand. So they are in high demand. That is why I'm not surprised that the new youth agency in Abano have listed some vocational skills. Say,
Youth Employment Agency.
Now, unim, me am sorry. They me can't be right ho. But baby, a brand be or no, only Germans, GIZ fui, a konya project they buy. Even how to develop apps, how to electricals and all this cake making and those things. Almost pe ema embra. And the emphasis is on women, but a member who are member, okwa yebe more even TNT yebe training. Papa body was sorry them sa. Now after that the man drinks a sign. And mommy who said no, you need to be one man. One no more and have taken upon themselves. Now share phones or mokita. For me crowd it doesn't come close.
And so I am unemployed.
Yeah, and now see when even 50% of numbers are the man. So be sutifie. Na onu mu nyehwe. Na awofo ejeji won so. Na me papa kwa pam we fifie na se kona ko page ma na aba. Na de chia wa we ni beje, but you are the society is the problem. We need to change the mindset and allow people to acquire skills. Look, your problems have been solved to a large extent. So that's it. And your cultural issues, I mentioned cultural issues, but finally, I'm repeating some of the things I mean I don't want to go there.
No, it's again. Okay. It's okay. It's for emphasis.
Yeah. We need to let the youth also know. Okay, we know say unemployment urban cities, which is also another issue for discussion because urban city only will be a until once we don't have anything doing.
Survival of the fittest.
So and then we'll count all of them. But the issues of our contemporary difficulties are Ghana in terms of employment, has to do with too much of our cultural beliefs. Me bawe also call every money. Also a lawyer, no matter what. And so I call him a lawyer. I'm going to be a lawyer. You just show me say one any say whether you like it or not. And no a self-inflicted problem. Na yan share and can one sema obia be pointing the fingers at Abain, and Abain alone cannot do it. But also we are talking about politics. And then your papa kasa and Mati MPP communicators be cry waka say the papa ne kind one can ye e dey be nonka on one party for cry say one can ye
almost so Obama party na
wow and ne o kan cry na ebinum adwen say on dowa. I mean you can say obi do MPP party obi ti say e for reata on do party ni chen ebinum kasa no. But all kind of natural say, possible. A bank cannot employ. Look, I'm telling you, this Kessben group of companies. Say, papi, kasa opeso or employ the bush and funny. Oh, to me, employ the bush and funny. It's not possible. I don't know. It's not possible because our limited resources are the best.
We remember some figures on that. So the issue is that as Omanhene, we need to change the tangent. We have to have a different roadmap. Let's invest so much in this, and the youth will not have
that audacity to tell us that they won't do it. There are several opportunities. They don't want to do it. And what they must do is that it is no more about what you want to do, but what is available for you.
Okay. The name is Dr. Mauto. You can send your message to us. 0550 596 929. WhatsApp 0550 596 929. Na yentie won so enkoma ya twetwe na so adwenkyere. Minim se mabunu dodo na 8 ya no pay Ghana fana mu nyina. Ensema mpanifo akan ni de atwetwe nkomo no wo so adwenkyere ne say. Baako say, good morning, Omanhene. Ken Oforia Tap virtually owns Data Bank. Yes, he's on payroll. There are several other public officials like him. Those with successful businesses are still taking up spaces on the payroll. And those with absolutely nothing are asked to go into entrepreneurship. I've always maintained that when we slash down the salaries of public CEOs and Article 71 office holders, there will be extra funds to recruit more teachers, nurses, security personnel, and more. Leonard Perez from Cape Coast. Good morning, Omanhene. I'm enjoying the brilliant analysis by your panelists, especially Engineer Benatha. In fact, he's very precise and knowledgeable on societal issues. Having him on the show is a plus. Greetings to Adu Chulmwa, Honorable Tufo, Assemblyman for area Kofiasi. Okay, what does I want God to do? Okay, let me put this one here. It's Omanhene, the finance minister nailed it. Entrepreneurship is the way forward if we are to change our fortunes as a nation. From Augustine K. Bafo Techiman. Yahuza says the current IGP of Ghana, Mr. Akufo Dampare, will go into the history books as the best IGP the country has ever had if he continues to go by how he's managing the police service and the kind of discipline he has brought into the system, and arguably, this is one of the best appointments that President Mahama has made, President Akufo-Addo has made. Regards to Michael Say Boating Pope. Send your messages here as we continue with the show, and we will read it accordingly. I mean, share other side, some messages are Abba. Okay, what's he saying? This is why I said the free SHS agenda is useless. Instead of them to focus on the technical and vocational education, they are there taking grade 45 and 54 to enjoy free SHS. The free SHS money should be channeled on focus on technical and vocational skills. If this is what the finance minister is saying, then they should close all schools and make it factories, entrepreneurial centers. What capital will we use?
The baby and I'm person you were trade schools. And also no. Some of them are in existence. But your schools be almost a TVET, almost a trade school. In the Minya Mauto. Despite the fact so PhD, you know, obey me a trade school. No? Let's say 1 month, 6 months course. And no, here's a skill now. Oh, apart from the normal TVET, you know, you were trade schools, and also I was a Shimukena. Ubi wa wakonu school be a person or Kobe, but who's a dear boy, you know, here extra skill be a any so giant or your cotton classroom view. So, Kusianti trade school no car, to send a no cano. Send there is a local language in the Dibama because a trade in our Babisia. Oh, now ye to me a man's entity, and ubi how here tilapia open so Usian said you see tilapia. Young Quatra TVET institutions say, oh, Coco school 4 years. Now, ya bet you tilapia nito properties.
One I made about a branch in a project GIZ. Because can't say more baby. And now a branch here on a teacher or masters. Echo yebi or yebi no, and then only the oil or using the weekends every year. This decorations who stand for free. Decorations, cakes, and all that. So it falls within. You may have the best of certificates, but there are other skills you can add it to it. I'm a trained accountant, but me name the way app to develop apps.
That's right.
Me to me bu esuan one COVID buy and crofo down. Na you know Coursera, rolling out courses na wonu etuaka. Emma even Ghana Library Board cry baby. nkrofo da na me so me ene me languages ne kakra me develop me nya IT person no master mame.
That's right.
So very soon no accountant to say I'm swaying into IT because look e papa kai no say aban no eyi yen legal right no say obe sign we are the only people who can assign accounts for your company to express our independent opinion on it. So when aban free so say bam ye jumegu because near accountant here no computer ni na and then mo pe accounts are mo pe accounts mo software no mo pe accounts prepare from the start to the end. A software can do all for you, including writing notes, because we have artificial intelligence that throw notes amount.
So Nebeka, now we are chartered accountant now, you are becoming irrelevant.
May say the only thing that makes us relevant now, a law no. So you need an accountant to express an independent opinion on your accounts.
Apart from that,
no. Whatever we do now, nanka first that idea intimi nyano, and instead of writing notes to explain the account. They say artificial intelligence
software
will write all for you. Just tell you what you must do.
Just a free system.
Now, as somebody can say in the next few years, and you may be one man redundant. Machines by ye.
Machines by I mean, messages no keeps coming. Let me read me after you kakra. Okay, this one just came in. It said, "Good morning, Omanhene. Please ask Dr. Mauto for me whether he's an entrepreneur."
Oh, he is. He is.
Now, let me also correct this notion. Entrepreneur, no, also make us say, our mindset in this scale, no.
Yeah.
You should have the commitment to be on your own. Mami Ansano, my year 3-4 times, me year never fail. So that's here. But the issue is that you fail and continue.
Okay. Good morning, Omanhene. The prisoners will now enjoy a nice piece of music from Shatawale Medical. The new IGP is fixing the mind and attitude of Ghanaians right from Tepa Yinesu so Sule Bobo since that. And this one say, good morning, Omanhene. I'm Albert in Sian from Kwame. So this Dr. Mauto had earlier said the government must tell the youth the truth, that they can't create jobs for them. He again said that there's nothing like unemployment. That is exactly what the government is trying to spell out. We, the youth, must be smart enough to do things on our own. We, the youth, must pursue courses that will give us skills when we graduate from school. Dr. Mauto, I have taken this advice from you, and I don't blame the government at all. Thank you. Good morning, Omanhene. Please, what money will they use to pay the people who they will employ in the factories they are building? Okay. The factories they are building are individual private factories supported by government. It is a me and my one district one factory. I me media. Abaya mambosia ama environmental. Me di ye jumanti me fa nipa 100 nya aban payroll so na eko. Ghana for yenti ne mebiase. One district one factory na nya aban de o. Eye ankrankra aban ama omo bosia. What is so called Jibusia bear 25% as interest, Abana and 10%. Wasama Ebia, Exim Bank, Amana Bosia, Wamano, a period bear Vienum say, on Fanya Jumane do our tia. And Aman why a din to offer Juma, and you can offer out the DC Koma controller no akutia. Eye, se meme Juma, Mina Mitriaka, and to you bet me tia, Womoka. I am Yusuf Idrisi from Takwa. I completed university for 4 years now, but there is no job for me. I have not enrolled myself in distance education. The same Kojo. Good morning, Omanhene. What are the provisions made for we the youth? Can you just get up and become an entrepreneur? Sorry to say the panel members are there defending the finance minister, yet they are working under the government.
Maybe I don't work under the government. I'm an entrepreneur.
He's a big time businessman. Good morning, please. I need one of your panel members' number. Both of them, I need your numbers, please.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. I just don't bring anybody here. How do you expect a technical education to be attractive when the society do not buy products made by the citizens? Let's face the realities from the angles, not only from the politicians.
Yeah.
And sorry, Benedict Boadi. I'm really enjoying your show. It's really important for the youth to understand that vocation is the way to prosperity. In Holland here, all their development is on the backdrop of vocational skills. Also, so they are the free Holland naba. I mean, good morning, Omanhene. Entrepreneurial skills is very important for anybody. So let all Ghanaians involve ourselves into it. Ahoy Isaac is my name from Seshibodi. Teacher Constitution. Okay, I'm a Seadu from Ntie. I said a lot of the youth are very lazy. They feel so proud of themselves. And I can tell you I'm a professional nurse. But right after work, I only rest small and pick my pragra, which I'm able to save 100 cedis every day. Also a professional nurse. Then so pomba bedaka kra, otuni pragra, ochia a day will save 100. So Monday to Saturday, okuta say 600 Ghana cedis. Onye juma kwesiada. 600 by 4, Bosumi yesay. 2,400. Any sika, unyado to ansana, ne Bosumi nurse 2,000. Until every okuta 44 million. To only in the war hospital. No, your projects, no, your near my was say. Every our konya boyfriend be and I say, well, no, be so good. No. Omanhene, I work on my own. I'm really enjoying power.
Thank you.
I don't even think about payroll.
Thank you.
But I'm a university student at Cheku. Omanhene, good morning. No matter your profession, you still need a farmer 3 times a day in your life.
Thank you.
Agriculture for me is the way forward.
Thank you.
I'm a proud farmer and still a university graduate. Have employed 3 ladies working for me now. Okay, I think...
Alvin.
Yes, my brother.
My main fabi bim twemu okay. Say ope say we are very pragmatic in Ghana. Ye yankasa ye economic sectors no. Any contribution towards GDP ni chire baby a yemfa education emfa. Ghana a 90% informal. Informal no so no is heavily dominated by self-employed or own account workers. Informal ne won krofo miunu ene wo ho. No ye own account worker or employee. Ene ne ono nko na ye na adwuma. Ghana ha nyina adwuma efo no nyina won san krofo 2 no. Wo mo ye 90%. Nti se wo se wo ko school akwaje ntete ya. Na wo pe baby e dom wo a. E ho na dom wo. And
my issue is even this.
There's
a young man who has
we don't have a way out.
A young man has completed university. Ne maame wo a big shop ewo Okanshi. Ewo Central Market. Ewo Aboboloshi. Sa shop no. Eno na share ne man we university at the OPB onyaye. But we are betna fie. Ekuta certificate di chini pa adwuma.
1,500.
Meanwhile, sa nimdi okosua o school no. So obetimi abe ade apamane maame adwuma no fre. Ama ebia se empaboa na maame ne ton asesi ano. O de betu to social media no ne ade obe improve ne maame adwuma o no betima ye manager maame ne betima tua ne ka 5,000 a month. Yet office de maame adwuma no de
why that? No, here. Every culture is informed by a certain prevailing environment. Uko krubiso na womo ho no ye bibi kakra bi a obedidi watam sa also who say justice system ajira kakra ho until people must take the law into their own hands, defend themselves and the rest. The issue of job security obi wo ha te se ne okon obetumi aye ne de pa onim se meye boa me ma me a medidi meye bibia but ohwe job sustainability inte no ne ya de ba ko na ukwa ahomgie mu a ukwa ahomgie mu a survey that was conducted points to these 2 facts. Say job security and na ma ya na nkrofo ani gi more of formal sector work onim se pay no kra no kete and so job sustainability and security no na obekọ ahomgie mu nso a sai adwuma na oye na na bia ontumi nye biom no okọ ahomgie mu a die na ode behwe ne ho eno nso ka ho eno ne one of the mindset a mankrofo bibriko sa tibia. And if we are able to improve on our pensions, say maybe to say they are driver.
There's a solution for that. There's a solution for that. Say
definitely.
When you are even self-employed, you have the opportunity
to save
say maybe me tuami ho me tuami ho 5,000
e ho na inche so
say
ni
me
ho
say aspect of it
no but I was saying to me who said
create your own security.
You see the mindset of pension should also be something I was say di ho komo say unya hoden me ana me adwuma kra unya hoden enkoye mason fro dan da
Debbie
beba
thank you
men so no binya sam ahugem tie no me kra machi ana a taxi driver ono abi ono akwato ne car
sir
car ne say ya na kom de no Debbie saving culture
sir
and also see and so infanto yankoyanim Amai, good morning. Most people had completed apprenticeship trade but have no help to put their skills into practice. Is there any help for such people? Ima and Koko Omanhene, the payroll is not full, just that they are fixing their families and friends who are not working. Autonomous from Boakye. What is the man in Fugu saying? If the government is doing everything possible in making sure that the money is being used for the benefit of every Ghanaian, then your words are true. But the government is misusing the money with their appointees. Good morning, Mr. Host. True speaking, we Ghanaians like white-collar jobs. That's why we are where we are today. Paul Ame here, Aboso via Takwa. And good morning, I'm Charles Bantama Kumasi. I'm enjoying your show. In fact, this technical and vocational training you're talking about is the best way to go. But the problem is this: some parents don't want the award to go to technical and vocational school, even during school selection. If you ask them to send their children to training schools, they become angry, thinking the training schools are for those who are not good in academic. Yeah, it's true. Starting your old job is one of the easiest ways to be poor and saddled with debt. I have tried, and the cost involved is massive. We make it look like it's an easy road to wealth. Of every one success story, there exist countless failed attempts. So keep it on.
Thank you.
We don't need everyone being an entrepreneur. We need just a fraction with huge business entities to absorb the rest.
Yeah.
Even with working capital, there's no guarantee. For the majority, employment remains the safest means of livelihood. Instead of telling one to be a boss, a suggestion fails directly out of the windows of logic. Allow businesses to flourish. Create a soothing environment for existing ones to grow. We should have more companies that employ 500 to 2,000 people across the country instead of one company, one worker. It doesn't work like that in the world. Employment remains the number one solution to large-scale joblessness. Not everyone can become a CEO.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, Omanhene. I'm enjoying your show. A lot of government officials and workers are taking huge salaries, which can be used to pay for 15 graduates in this country. Tell the minister and the government to reduce some of the work, especially CEOs, in order to recruit graduates. And now don't Boakye from Asin Breku. This one say, good morning, Omanhene. I'm Ike Poku from Sokoban, Kumasi. Ask Dr. Mauto where we can find some of the trade schools. I am from Banda Ahinkro, and my name is Franklin Aka. ISIS. Yeah, ISIS. Hi, Omanhene. Good morning. Thank you for this show. My regards to your guests. They should continue educating with the youth. I love Kessben, and I love you, Omanhene. I love you too. The finance minister and others who have the capital to start their own business to be entrepreneurs are still on government payroll. Seriously, they have to start their business to ease government payroll for government to employ the youth and work a while for capital to start a business. I completed KNUST in 2016 and can make sandals and slippers, but I don't have the capital to start. Go to NEIP. Yes. They will support you.
Thank you.
I was about to say that.
You see, the problem also is this: where they should go or where they ought to go, a lot of them don't know. And Abai no so encommodate information. Sometimes let's agree it's scanty. You didn't come away also be with us at trade schools. And then now onim and so be all to them opportunity no
crap papa
300 million small okay ya aban na say
service now can home be GLMIS
even minister for parliamentary affairs and majority leader chairman supposed to say obatampana minister be read and no one he has said it say enchiremu o say bam up atampa project na aban no yes na ni so for 2021 so obatampa project a ebetete mabura ma omunima 300 million ishemu no NPC ntiase eti di o abonten no say no betiase afa aban ni nchiremu so be kaya aban communication e form
say o ma me 2 minutes a o mo eti no o mo pe ansa say o pese o ye entrepreneur ana o ye entrepreneur o pese o shemu kana district bia wo office MBSSI and then no we have to need Ghana Enterprises Agency. It's under Ministry of Trade and Industry. I say a share Trade and Industry no ministry na senti UTM alcohol. Another place in so betumi akonwanya futu labor offices inti district been a labor office be mewa.
They don't use it anymore.
Look at say utie baby a wo kwa enye obi ha na betumi atu kwan say waba akra nti wo mo etie ye ni ade no they should go to those areas ni ade wo de wa yira kra na obi say labor office wo call her at least ye fra bibi employment service public employment centers wo mo na boa to link the two information now we say missing is part of the project on friend the Ghana labor market information system I will develop a platform. Go to your platform glmis.gov.gh. CV. CV now. It will be able to match to employment opportunities.
I love the information, but they own to me enko site ho enko input to sa no certificate ni sa niema no ono so ye dey
sorry you are talking to communication strategies near there, but as an expert na mabahai na mabunu bi se bisa question na wunya no yie ma I will say me de ma wo no so kasa project no ho to sa mismatch no obi ha employment opportunity wa ha ono so was skill no wa ha but they don't meet. There's no one market until they want to create that labor market. Service can be offered. Obi ho a trainer, you can also put your details there. Okay. It has been developed before, but utum say na the function need some tweet. Into Google says here, who say?
What's Google near there?
GLMIS. By utum say A21 na more. But maybe the end say worldwide, I deal with the way you to know TM. Men fan koye politics in my finance minister, so no GP or no obekasa. Worldwide, there is no one single nation afibia an ability to employ its own citizens. Ekosoro. Obia there is diminishing. Na ye crown public sector employment match to our employed population. Ye ratio no osoro. Your ratio no so. Inti idea aban approach you say okay, let's support you to create the employment chance aban be kwan say obia aban na be fa no enye possible na afutu am de be ma yewura finance minister and he say me need access to him now but minim say there na futu for no bi there obeti kasa na okan no ahoden bi kutano pa he is not aware say opeso ye create entrepreneurs pa dia betumi aka say ahoden kase bi pa be say 50% ekutano a on fanya adwuma. Number 1 say otumi boa aban na aban the borrowing in the domestic market ekofom na aban ne private entrepreneurs ankopre bosia domestically interest rate a beba form to say President Kufuor time be a bar form afi wo na say wo chibo fruita na banka bia ba be gina wo nchen
so me ma abosia
opeso ma abosia na otre wo hiem so what I say because onim say sisi ano treasury bill rate no kra no enfaso bia ni so inti ye bomoden na say obo modern bo aban na say interest rate so ba for mo the banking system sika no ankrofo dia no they want to get profit is the hokwa wunya profit aban anka ode be ma no na wo benya mfaso also no aban no so ompe it will force the hands of the financiers in the system to go and look for people who can be entrepreneurs, who are already entrepreneurs. Into who factory kito bi na we mpaboa mienu miensa na egu table so a o twam a cheba for who here emwa bia so ya he also e bia bosome 5% okay ya ma obosia no there na ode beye bank for no be ma wo technical advice o mo sa ma wo mo na wo tre wo hie mu no na wo nua ba kon so e ba betare ho nti me na me se me bia restaurant a na nipa 50 kra na baba be di aduane a me kwa me ntumi ngo fufu ma wo mo e dey obi ba ba twitwi nchensi na nti sa hoden na o ka se ye create entrepreneurs no me so me de me nsa e kire no so se omo na aban tu sa na mo no na interest rate ne treasury bill rate ni ade no e ba for a minimum auto 100,000 da wa gi se wo corporate tax bill out de to na wo gigi sales because I yes bosume be so afi be ba no wo nche da nya hwe ho nti wo de be kosa
na me kan message sika kra na afi last 10 minutes you have share petrol hikes no so na
10 minutes is here
I was come on there but there's a message somebody just sent a message. He said God bless Kessben FM. I like the talk show this morning. I think, Omanhene, it is time you have only this kind of talk show every morning than rather making politicians lie to us every morning. From Daniel, from Navrongo. Dr. Mauto, you are marvelous. Mauto is marvelous. Okay.
That's right.
I wish I'm a student to tap into his vast knowledge and experience. Please, can I have Dr. Mauto's number? My name is Musa from Kumasi. And this one says, good morning, Omanhene. I am Afram from Atebubu. Why would an MBA holder accept to wash dishes elsewhere overseas, but will refuse to do the same job here in Ghana, where no kratasem and stuff is required? We are all lazy. A continuous
That's a very serious
statement.
A continuous youth empowerment like what is given today will do. Omanhene, please try and schedule more of such empowerment programs to sensitize us. Commander S.O. Techi in Kranzan Kwabin Buno East. Okay. My wife sells. Good morning, Omanhene. The politicians are changing anyway. Thanks, Financial Minister, for telling us the truth. From Benchimenu of Adansi Krofum. My wife sells at a doom. She doesn't have a store, but she has a savings account which is heavy. Me as a husband, I have nothing in my account.
Debbie.
A man was cow.
And Zibia and the bro for 10. Me what tech no. National Service Family say me teaching assistant. Nanka me we are mama sponsorship na my masters. Unim. Na me what tech no. Me who professors near there. Obi wa na those in the car no. Next year no da susi. A champion there.
And I was there.
Me hear din am say. You now kwata there. Obi say Mario no mo yes. Obe pack me kama. Me say me ya national service no man contact. Me say me kwata there.
Good morning, Omanhene. We have best micro entrepreneurship company in this country that has employed over 20,000 in this country, and this is called QuestNet. This company is a business company, but some people think that it's an investment company. I am a holder of degree in communication and I earned a lot from this company after joining this. Omanhene, I'm telling you the truth. The graduates are not serious. I'm Kofi Owusu from Tema. Some of the problems is coming from the teachers. I sent my child to one of the technical schools in which my child needs to learn computer, but they gave him auto mechanic. This IGP will curtail those uncultured behavior by Ghanaian celebrities, such as Kwapin Polo, Fierce Schwarzenegger, and then Demps. For Peacemaker, go from. Okay. Have a lot, but quickly, last minute. I want to believe, sir, and then Komaya do Hanabebwa. Sometimes. Man interest and see better hananka Kufado anyade John Mama anyade president anyade you can in we are na come to you are near conta that employment my obi send a message say what about a topic no on Nanado interview no
send you no ma
not just here ke akwa and Omanhene ne say no we ka we near this side. Butter and bread is employment. And then the bottom line is so fuel so cost whichever. Mami Ntie in 4 minutes, time for 4 minutes.
Thank you. I'm say fuel dear, what can petroleum prices are? It determines everything that we do in this country, because we have so much reliance on fuel. That is why I said last week, my boy, young papa, and Napua Basu said he's looking for alternative energy, renewable energy sources.
Yeah, they've started heavily.
Now, see, and I say petrol, like crude oil, globally, it has its own disadvantages, and I think everybody is trying to look for renewable energy sources. Now, let me say last week, Kasaya about this impending increases here at Baye. Let me say this week is I think Sembibri. Ebinum enya into by the 7% in here.
Yeah, it be a 4.2%. It be a 3.
3.
The competition is good.
That is what competition brings on board. So that is why we don't have shortages in our fuel distribution. I am very particular with the argument of the tax component. So I was say I buy a tax so and all those things. It is true. But you see, where we are now, you cannot just take out the tax component because it has a lasting implication on our fiscal performance.
Revenue.
Yeah, revenue. It will go down. So you are very particular with it. And you see, what triggers the increase or the volatility in the pricing of fuel, no? And yet tax no, even though it's significant to a large extent, very sensitive, yet tax no. The most important thing is that we are talking about your exchange rates. And no na mesamba back to young papa baumia. Statement of make here so many years ago. It has not changed and it will not change. That is, if your fundamentals are not right, the exchange rate will always expose you. The increment in a fuel pricing today is your exchange rate, not necessarily the tax. These are the truth we must know. For your facility and top, the dollar there top. Well, the dollar. Thank you. Now, see the no, a concerted effort of everybody in this country. Oh, now they be a Ghana for no pointy fingers. Yes, say all the finger back obiswa. The remaining 4, 3 about so. So our appetites for foreign goods too much. Miti fugui 100% in Ghana. None of the revenue here is going outside. Because 100% of this is in Ghana. The local cotton, everything. Now, and most of them, if Ramanone, and the local Ghanaian appetite for foreign goods is too high. We need to address some of these things. We need to inform. And I like today's conversation. Say, for politics in Tunchain. Politics there, and my eba for more. They can't crunch and crawford. Say, as a country, the government alone cannot do it. Okay. Or your lead, he's the lead of, or managing country, But, yesu ekahumbi. So that's here. World oil prices, once it increases, it means that we will need more dollars to buy. It's not true because it's not quoted in cedis. Now, when we also need the dollars to do it, we have to change more cedis and buy it. Cedis needs to depreciate, and that is why we need more factories.
So going and continue from where we need more factories, let's say more factories, more of cottage industries.
Yeah. Okay, cottage industries.
Cottage industries in each say. Yes, one district in the Nemumuno, Oba me fear. Bia meet me ye adrengo. So what I say, me ye fidie kakre bia meet me a dear chinchimaya adrengo.
I think I had 31st December. women's movement omo ye wo principal garechie ni
enema bi
ayewa no sanema
enye ne kese no
e fa so chia e ma me kunedu
so just say enema kiti bebre a anka every family bia benya small business bi ombe ya but aban ba mu a me mesre say aban mremu from agro processing says kawa ye dey say te say project say dey be entrepreneurs aban skill on chim still an share agro processing because a no a cascading effect on our economy. Say aduane bi wo ha yetumi processing ni ade a ebema your consumption now ya na you depend on foreign goods ni ade because we check inflation ni ade hona basket on the
local food board dey chain fried
so what say e free
that's a fried ni say ni
anambwa yetumi go di fufu ni enwa ni mushroom
I say ni mo na mama ne boa dey because wo kwa e bobo bi a na watua
David na wo dey
me last year kwani enti say enwa boa dey na yenim say obi ye mfa bi kura nkwa mo na ne enso ye we wo ha ye betumi aye no dodo na aboa meba petrol sem so no yes ye be kan ho troubles a ye betumi akasa we know near petrol to me
yes
am I any near to me yetia emra so see to me build a refinery apart from that no also you used to bust to be able to store at least 8 months of our consumption say beya say world market prices no kwa nimu na say yentumi a we can inject local storage be to control the prices. Yes, others will bring theirs and market forces but see will be Ghana how you bet me inject into it. I bet me to control and stabilize the economy because you too oil maybe anti if we're able to set up a refinery and also bet me cushion. Yes, our storage facilities a bet me store 8 months and also one then case a bet to me provide shock absorbers. Am I? See to me yes and you be brew ha a bit to me aboy. Now going forward, no my last statement I make and say
a quick one your time.
2024 elections will be fought on the grounds of employment.
Okay. 2024 election will be fought on the grounds of employment. Bloggers, I'm waiting at you. Never fair know you are. I was here for me, Omanhene Yaw, Mr. Benjamin Arthur, civil engineer, labor expert, and many more.
That's
Dr. Mauto Mensa, and also UPS, a senior lecturer, and also a chief carpenter. You can have that. I was here for me, Omanhene Yaw, Amos, and Alfred, and Andy, Jumano Soma Bibia Echo. So, Tony, also sending me a message. So, I'm not getting the message here. Until they fetch me, whatever the message is, I couldn't get it here. I was here for the final officer Jumedia Sports from now to midday. One will make way for Alibaba and the crew to come your way with breaking news. Money entna Makramo.